Lesson 2, naming elements and their symbols. Letters are used as the symbol for an element is true. The smallest substance known to man is the atom, is true. Atoms can be different sizes, is true. Atoms can be seen through a microscope, is false. There are approximately 10 different elements, is false. All elements have the same symbol, false. Everything that has mass is made from atoms, true. All elements are either metals or non-metals, is true. Okay, so this lesson is looking at the names we give to our elements. So all substances are made of atoms, and an atom, remember, is the smallest part of an element that consists. So the smallest bit of something that can exist independently is an atom. The elements were shown in your periodic table, which is in appendix 3. And an element is made of only one type of atom. So oxygen is made of just oxygen atoms. Hydrogen is made of just hydrogen atoms. Whereas if we look at something like water, water is H2O. Water is made of hydrogen and oxygen combined together. So it's not an element, it's a compound. To make sure that we all can communicate with each other across countries, we name all the elements, giving them the same names that are understood internationally. Okay, and we use symbols as a shorthand way of writing the elements. The symbol will have the first letter, which will always be uppercase or a capital. So if it's a one letter, like hydrogen, it's capital H. Oxygen, capital O. Sometimes we need to use a second letter, for example, if the letter has already been used. So helium, we couldn't use capital H because capital H is hydrogen. So for helium, we have He, capital H. The second letter is always lowercase. So H, capital H, lowercase e. Now sometimes the symbol names are not just the first two letters. Sometimes they're completely different letters than the element itself. So iron, for example, is Fe. And this comes from either the Greek or the Latin names, because these are the elements which would have been known from thousands of years ago. So the Latin for iron is ferrium, so the symbol for iron is Fe. The Greek for copper is cuprium, so the symbol for copper is Cu, not Co. And the same then silver, Ar for argentum, and gold, arium, Au is the symbol. Okay, this point try appendix A3, where you can actually see your periodic table. See your periodic table, and then you will go on to trying to recall the names of the first 20 elements. So take some time looking at A3, learn the symbols, learn the name, and have a go at trying to recall them. Okay, cover that up when you've done one go. Okay, to do a second attempt, so check on your table, have you got them right? Have another go, cover, check again, cover it up, have a third go until you get them all right. Okay, now why are the elements in that order? Okay, the periodic table of elements is simply the list of all of the elements known in a particular order. Okay, now they are based on the properties of the elements. So the previous periodic tables before all the elements were known were built based on the properties. It wasn't until this guy here, Dmitry Mendeleev, produced the modern periodic table in 1869, and he began to arrange them in what looks like the arrangement we have now, based on groups, which are the columns, and periods, which are the rows across. Okay, and these are based on something called the atomic number. Okay, you don't need to know about that for now. Okay, but they're listed in order of the atomic number. So hydrogen will have atomic number 1, helium has atomic number 2, lithium has atomic number 3, beryllium has atomic number 4, boron has atomic number 5, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, and we'll find out what the atomic number means at a later point. Basically is the number of protons. So it's arranged in 8 groups. We'll look at that gap there at another point, and then they're arranged in periods going this way. So if I wanted to look at identifying elements, it's beryllium. It is in group 2, the second column across, and it is in period 2, the second row down. Okay, again, check through your information, work through the knowledge and application questions.